Okay, go.
Good morning, class. Today we're going to read Pizza Pat. By looking at this book, what do we think this book's going to be about? Just the cover.
Pizza.
What do you think?
Pat.
What do you think Pat's doing? What's it look like he's doing, Mr. Whaley?
Cooking a pizza.
Cooking a pizza. All right.
Look, there's some peppers on there.
So what I want everybody to do today is when we hear a rhyming word. So for example, if we hear cat and then later in the sentence we hear hat, let's put our hand on our head. If we hear that same sentence, don't put your hand on your head. Wait for a new rhyming pair. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Okay. Let's read Pizza Pat. Can everybody see? This is Pat. This is the tray that Pat bought. This is the dough, all stretchy and floppy, that lay in the tray that Pat bought. Did you hear a rhyming pair?
Yes.
What is it?
Lay and tray.
Very good. This is the sauce, all gooey and gloppy, that covered the dough, all stretchy and floppy, that lay in the tray that Pat bought. What'd you hear, Mr. Whaley?
Gloppy and floppy.
Very good. These are the sausages, spicy and choppy, that set on the sauce, all gooey and gloppy, that covered the dough, all stretchy and floppy, that lay in the tray that Pat bought. This is the cheese, all white and sloppy, that topped the sausages, spicy and choppy. Do you hear one, Miss Bailey?
Sloppy and choppy.
Good. That sat on the sauce, all gooey and gloppy, that covered the dough, all stretchy and floppy, that lay in the tray that Pat bought. This is the oven, 800 degrees, that cooked the pizza and melted the cheese, that topped the sausages spicy and choppy, that sat on the sauce, all gooey and gloppy, that covered the dough, all stretchy and floppy, that lay in the tray that Pat bought. What'd you hear?
You said 800 degrees on the other page, and that rhymes with cheese.
Very good. This is the pizza, all cooked and chewy, and spicy and sloppy and gloppy and gooey. Do you hear one?
Yeah, chewy and gooey.
These are the mice, their friends and their cousins, mice from the neighborhood, mice by the dozens. We'll get back to it.
Okay.
They stole the pizza, all cooked and chewy, and spicy and sloppy and gloppy and gooey. It came from the oven, 800 degrees, that cooked the pizza and melted the cheese, that topped the sausages spicy and choppy, that sat on the sauce all gooey and gloppy, that covered the dough all stretchy and floppy, that lay in the tray that Pat bought. This is the tray that Pat bought. And this is Pat. Poor Pat. The end. Okay. So can you recall what word rhymed with tray in our book? Mr. Whaley.
Lay.
Lay rhymed with tray. Did you hear that word throughout the book?
Yes.
Do you recall what rhyme you had, but Miss Whaley kept going on?
No, I forgot.
I forgot it too. So can anyone apply a new rhyming word with tray? Not lay. We remember that it was lay, but can we do a new rhyming word that would work with tray? What do you got?
Bay.
Bay, as in...
Like the water bay.
Okay, that's another thing I want to talk about. What is a tray? Do we remember what it looked like in the book?
Yeah, it was round.
A tray is...
And silver.
A
Or
tray is
gray.
something we put our food on maybe, and we take it places, and he used it more like a pan. So what I want us to do in our first lesson, this word says tray. This word says gloppy. Do tray and gloppy rhyme?
No.
Do lay and gloppy rhyme?
No.
What about lay and tray?
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Whaley, can you put that where it should go? Very good. Okay. Now what does it read? Tray and lay, floppy and gloppy. Very good. Okay. Will you hand me the book? Okay, so now that we've read Pizza Pat, what do we remember was at the very end of the book? What picture do we remember was at the very, very end of the book after poor Pat?
There were a whole bunch of mice.
Do you remember all the mice? Okay, so why was Pat sad? Why are we saying, oh, poor Pat? What do
The
you
mice ate the
think?
pizza.
The mice ate the pizza. Very good. Okay, so now what I'm going to have us do is Miss Whaley's rhyming words. And these are new. They don't come from the book. What I need us to do right now is with a partner, sketch on your piece of paper a snake and cake. So go ahead and sketch what you think snake and cake is. All right, Mr. Riley, what is a snake?
It's a slithery reptile animal.
Reptile, very good. That's a good word for kindergarten. Good.
What was it?
No, we're kindergarten. What's a cake, Miss Whaley? When you think
Something
of a
that you
cake.
get on your birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really good, and it has lots of frosting on it.
Tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
You like cake?
Yeah.
Okay. Share with your partner your illustrations. Do they look good? You like that? Do we have
That's
the
a
same
good-
idea?
I like your snake.
Okay. So our new thing we're going to sketch on our paper is a boat. Do we all know what a boat is?
Yeah.
You know what a boat is? And here's its pair. Float. How could we draw floating?
Like a root beer float?
No, not like a root beer float.
Oh.
Like, during swim. Have we taken swim lessons before?
Float on the water.
Yes, we float on the water. So what would be a good illustration of boat and float? Maybe a boat floating on water?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, let's sketch that really quick.
My boat has a flag on it.
I'm floating in the water.
Mine has a pirate.
Okay, last thing I want us to sketch is a clock. Are we all familiar with what a clock is?
Tells us the time.
Very good. And a sock. Are we all wearing socks today? I hope so. I don't want to smell
Mine has a hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
So
think mine match.
let's draw a clock and a sock on our paper.
This means 1 o'clock.
Okay, share with your partner. Okay, now Miss Whaley, I need you to do something for me. Can you come and pair cake with its rhyming word? Remember our illustrations.
Cake
Good.
and snake.
Very good. Do you hear that, Mr. Whaley? Cake,
Cake.
snake. Say it with me.
Cake,
Snake. That rhymes. Okay. Mr. Whaley, you want to find what rhymes with clock and put it where it goes?
Sock.
Okay, let's say it together.
Pound it.
Clock,
Clock,
and sock.
sock.
Clock, sock.
Clock, sock.
Do you hear it?
Yes.
Everyone? Okay. And Mr. Whaley went ahead and did float and boat. This one's a little more difficult because it's got something in front of it, but it still rhymes because of our ending sounds. Yes?
These, look, that has the same, that has the same, that has the same, the same, the same, the same.
Very good. So float and boat.
Boat.
Say it with me. Float and boat. Okay, so now what I need us to do for the end of our lesson, we're going to do a new rhyming pair. I want you to work with your partner and think of something that would rhyme, and then I want you to draw it and then share with Miss Whaley. Okay, do you want to share with me what you decided to illustrate? Who's my leader?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we did shake and bake.
Shake and bake. How did we illustrate shake and
Like-
bake?
Like,
Shake and bake.
How did we draw it on our paper?
like if, when you shake, like, the salt and pepper, you shake it.
That was our illustration, was salt and pepper.
Yeah, because you shake those.
And then how did we bake? How
Like
did we
an
bake?
oven, like we were baking something.
Okay, very good. And last, I want to hear your own rhyming and your own rhyming. Cat and hat. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Cat and hat.
Very good. And Miss Whaley to finish.
sea and tree.
Very good. But how many different C's do we know? We can see. There's also a C. And what Miss Whaley pointed out was everything kind of had the same ending. Are you using C or C as in like an ocean? C. So C and tree have the same ending together. All right, very good.